Welcome back, wrestling fans, to a revelation that hits like a spear from the shadows. Tonight, we uncover a story so intimate, so charged with raw family ties, it'll pull at your heartstrings. Zilla Fatu reveals the truth about his reunion with Roman Reigns and the bloodline. Picture this: a young warrior, burdened by legacy and loss, stepping into the spotlight to bare his soul about mending a fractured dynasty, his words echoing with the pain of betrayal and the hope of redemption. This isn't just talk, it's a deep dive into the heart of a family fighting to survive, and you won't want to miss a single beat. The air was thick with anticipation when Zilla Fatu sat down for that interview, his eyes reflecting the weight of years in the Anoa'i family shadow. As Umaga's son, Zilla had grown up idolizing the giants of wrestling, but his path was marked by grief, the sudden death of his father leaving a void that no championship could fill. Backstage whispers had long hinted at a reunion with Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, whose own health crises had tested the bloodline's unbreakable bond. Zilla's revelation wasn't scripted, it was a confession, spilling out the real struggles of a family torn by ambition and absence. Zilla spoke of the betrayal that stung deepest, watching the bloodline splinter under Solo Sikoa's leadership, cousins turning on cousins in a haze of power grabs. He admitted the grief of seeing Roman sidelined, battling leukemia's shadow once more, while the family he cherished crumbled. Backstage, the dynamics were chaotic, veterans like Jey Uso pacing the halls, torn between loyalty to Roman and the pull of independence. Zilla's voice cracked as he described late-night calls with Roman, where health scares mixed with pleas for unity, painting a picture of a dynasty on the brink. Please like, share, and subscribe for more WWE content. Your support keeps these emotional stories alive, connecting us all to the soul of wrestling. The reunion, Zilla revealed, wasn't born from glory but from shared pain. He recounted a clandestine meeting with Roman, away from the cameras, where tears flowed as freely as words. Roman, still recovering from his latest health setback, opened up about the family breakdowns that haunted him, his children asking why daddy was always away, his wife begging him to step back. Zilla, grappling with his own scandals from indie circuits, found solace in Roman's guidance, a big brother figure stepping in where his father couldn't. The truth Zilla laid bare was raw, the bloodline's fractures ran deeper than any storyline. He spoke of grief over lost legends like his father Umaga and Roman's uncle Sika, whose deaths left echoes in every family gathering. Backstage, the roster felt the ripple. Some superstars, like Jacob Fatu, stood firm with Roman, while others whispered of scandals, like alleged power plays in creative meetings that favored the new bloodline. Zilla's revelation peeled back the curtain, showing men not as characters, but as brothers wrestling with real loss. Roman's response, as Zilla described, was a mix of vulnerability and fire. The tribal chief admitted his own betrayals, pushing family away in pursuit of dominance, only to face the isolation of health crises alone. In that quiet room, Roman shared stories of hospital nights, the fear of leaving his legacy unfinished. Zilla listened, his heart heavy, realizing this reunion was about healing wounds, not just reclaiming thrones. The fans, if they knew, would feel the depth, a family reconnecting amid the chaos of WWE's unforgiving world. The backstage dynamics Zilla hinted at were explosive. He revealed tense encounters with Solo Sikoa, where words turned to shouts, betrayals from the past resurfacing like old scars. The locker room was divided. Veterans offered quiet nods to Roman's camp, while younger talent buzzed with excitement over the new bloodline's edge. Zilla's choice to side with Roman wasn't easy. It meant facing the grief of family rifts, the scandal of public scrutiny, and the ever-present shadow of death in their lineage. Zilla's words painted immersive scenes. Family dinners turned tense, where laughter masked underlying grief. He described Roman's voice breaking over the phone, discussing his health battles, the fear that one more crisis could end it all. Zilla, too, carried his father's memory like a weight, his indie scandals a reminder of how quickly dreams can shatter. Their reunion felt like a lifeline, two men clinging to the Anoa'i name amid breakdowns that threatened to erase it. The revelation extended to Jacob Fatu, Zilla's cousin, whose fierce loyalty to Roman had sparked its own backstage drama. Zilla admitted envying Jacob's spot in the spotlight, a subtle betrayal of jealousy that he now regretted. Together, they plotted the reunion, whispering in hotel lobbies about mending the family, all while dodging scandals like leaked creative plans that could derail everything. The emotional charge was palpable, a deep human connection forging in the fires of shared adversity. Fans hung on Zilla's every word, feeling like they were in the room as he described Roman's embrace after a long absence, a moment of pure relief amid grief. The crowd's imagined roar for a reunited bloodline wasn't just hype, it was a collective hope for these men to overcome their personal hells. Zilla's truth made viewers care, turning wrestlers into relatable figures battling health, loss, and the relentless WWE machine. Backstage, the fallout from Zilla's interview was immediate. Whispers turned to debates. Would this reunion heal or ignite more betrayals? Roman, ever the stoic leader, faced his own internal storm, his health crises a constant reminder of fragility. Zilla revealed private texts from Roman, words of gratitude mixed with warnings about the family's fragile state, underscoring the real dynamics at play. The grief Zilla expressed over Umaga's death was heart-wrenching. He spoke of visiting grave sites with Roman, sharing stories of the glory days, tears mingling with vows to honor their legacy. This wasn't just wrestling lore, it was a family's way of coping with death's cruel hand, turning pain into purpose. Backstage, other Anoa'i members watched, their own breakdowns mirroring the on-screen drama. Scandals loomed large in Zilla's tale. He hinted at backstage politics, where favoritism towards Solo's group had sparked resentment, leading to heated arguments in production trucks. Roman's return plans, Zilla confided, were nearly derailed by these whispers, his health updates scrutinized like evidence in a trial. The revelation exposed the underbelly of WWE, where ambition clashed with loyalty in raw, unfiltered ways. Zilla's emotional peak came when he addressed the fans directly, his voice steady but eyes misty. He spoke of the love that bound the bloodline, even through betrayals like Jay's departure. Roman, he said, was more than a chief, he was a father figure, guiding Zilla through his own crises. The interview felt like a confessional, pulling viewers into the intimate circle of a family fighting to stay whole. The dynamics with other superstars added layers. Zilla mentioned tense run-ins with Braun Breaker, whose rising star threatened the old guard, sparking backstage glares that hinted at future wars. Roman's health, always a shadow, made every alliance fragile, a reminder that one setback could shatter the reunion before it began. Viewers could almost feel the weight as Zilla described family breakdowns, arguments over loyalty, silent treatments that lasted weeks. Roman's wife, a silent pillar, had urged him to prioritize health over wrestling, her pleas echoing in Zilla's own decisions. This truth made the story human, beyond the ring's bright lights. The revelation's impact rippled through social media, fans debating the authenticity of the reunion. Some saw it as a triumphant mend, others feared it masked deeper scandals. Zilla's words bridged that gap, making fans invest in the people, their grief, their fights, their unbreakable bonds. Backstage, the air shifted post-interview. Roman reached out to Zilla with a simple message: "We're family." It was a balm on old wounds, but the path ahead was fraught with health hurdles and betrayals waiting to resurface. The locker room buzzed, alliances forming and breaking in the wake of this truth. Zilla's story highlighted death's role in their world. From Umaga to Sika, losses had forged their resilience, turning grief into fuel. Roman's dedications in matches, Zilla revealed, were tributes to those gone, a way to keep their spirits alive amid the chaos. The scandal of divided loyalties persisted. Zilla admitted overhearing plots against Roman, whispers in hallways that tested his resolve. Yet, his choice to reveal the truth was an act of loyalty, exposing the real dynamics to light, hoping it would strengthen rather than destroy.